Welcome to Latino Focus, the show that honors the presence of Latinos here in Silicon Valley. I'm your host, Nancy Sanchez, and today we put together an excellent show for our audience. We will start with a great performance by Tezcatlipoca, an Aztec dance and drum group. We will also interview them later for our Arts Alive segment, so stay tuned. Our main guest is Eddie Garcia, co-founder of the Latino Leadership Alliance, where we will learn more about this program in his own personal blog. Also, have you ever wondered what's behind a tamal? Well, we are coming to the Tamale Factory here in San Jose to learn more about this delicious Mexican food. All this and more on Latino Focus. Adelante with our show. We're here with Eddie Garcia, co-founder of the Latino Leadership Alliance. Eddie, thank you for being with us in Latino Focus today.
Thank you, Nancy.
So Eddie, you've been named one of the most influential Latinos in the San Francisco Bay Area. And among your many accomplishments, you're the co-founder of the Latino Leadership Alliance. Can you tell us more about your involvement in this program and how the idea came to life?
There was a group of us, I want to say almost 15 years ago now, in the early 2000s. At the time we were young, and we wanted to find a way where we could build Latino leadership going into the future. So we created an organization, and the whole thrust of the organization is to identify, support, and develop future leadership. So we created the Latino Leadership Alliance Leadership Academy, which is a collaboration with Stanford University's Center for the Comparative Studies of Race and Ethnicity. Our target audience are young professionals. We call them emerging leaders, but young professionals who are already doing things in their career, and all we do is sharpen and hone their leadership skills so they can become strong leadership people in the community.
And there's been great leaders that have come out of this program. Can you give a few examples?
Well, we've had 72 people graduate from the program. We just completed our 6th class. We call them cohorts. And I'm really proud to say there's a number of them that after they left the program, remember, they were already leaders in their own right, but after they left the program, even reached higher. One of our proudest is San Jose City Councilman Raul Perales. He was in our 4th cohort, our 4th class. He ran for city council shortly thereafter. Most people didn't think he had a chance. He ran an outstanding campaign. We're proud of him, and that's one person. Another is a young man named Andres Quintero, who last year got elected to the Allen Rock Union School District Board of Directors. He's also part of Class 1. A woman named Bettina Lopez graduated from Class 1, has just been named the executive director of the new, it's called the Foundation for Hispanic Education, and they're going to be housed at the old NHU campus. So that's just a couple of people. Our goal and our measurement of success is how many people move on to boards and commissions and leadership positions, and the number is just countless.
So this sounds like a great program. So if somebody wanted to get involved, what is the process to apply?
We have an application process that begins every October. We don't have a website, and there's a reason for that. We do have a Facebook page, so right around the October time frame, start looking at our Facebook page, Latino Leadership Alliance, and there will be an application available there. The reason we don't have much communications outside is because our job is not to tell everybody what wonderful things we're doing. We really believe that our job is to train, identify, and develop and support future leadership so they can do wonderful things out in the community.
And I'm sure many future Latinos will benefit from this program, like many already have. But for now, let's move on to your blog. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Well, my blog was, it had an interesting start. I had a heart attack actually a couple of months ago. It was 5 years. I just passed the 5 years mark. And I tried to go back to work, and it was hectic and it was too much. And finally, my cardiologist, with strong support from my wife, said that you can't do that kind of stuff anymore. So I needed something to do that wasn't so physical. And I love writing, absolutely love writing. Always thought about starting a blog or starting a column or something. So I just went ahead and started a blog, and it's turned out to be pretty fun.
So yeah, I've heard it's very popular. So how do people find it? Where do they go?
My address is www.eastsideeddiereport.com. So www.essereport.com.
It has a good ring to it. I like the name. So what have you been writing about lately?
I've been focusing lately on two things. One is education issues. I'm really passionate about education issues. When I served time on the East Side School Board, I learned so much about how we educate and we don't educate our kids. So I give my opinion. I have three special features. Mondays I have something called Monday Meanderings, and that's exactly what it is. I just write about whatever's on my mind. It could be anything. Then on Wednesdays, I'm writing a book right now about my experience with my heart attack and my experience growing up in East San Jose, and more important, the experience after the heart attack. And the name of the story is Summer in the Waiting Room, How Faith, Family, and Friends Saved My Life. So I put it in a blog series form. Hope to publish the actual book later this fall. And then the third piece is Latino Thursdays, where I really focus on Latino issues. It could be anything. It could be education. It could be how to get into college, how to help your kids be successful, whatever crosses my mind on those Thursdays.
Well, we look forward to reading the book. And I also understand that you're involved with Vision Magazine. Can you tell us a little bit more about this project?
Well, it's interesting you're talking about my blog. I got a call from the publisher at Vision Magazine who had read one of my articles online. Vision is centered in the Central Valley. They loved the article and started following me. And because of my experience in education policy, they were looking for an education writer, someone who could write about education in the magazine. And Vision Magazine is a magazine tailored for professional Latinos. It's a very inspiring magazine that really encourages the Latino community to go out and work hard and do all they can to be successful. So when they asked me to write for the education piece, I was ecstatic. So now I write once a quarter. The magazine comes out once a quarter.
Great.
I have a column called Leadership in Education, and it's been really, really, really fun.
Eddie, you have done so many things for our community, and we could cover so many things. But for now, we want to thank you for being with us here on Latino Focus today.
Okay, thank you, Nancy.
Thank you. And now we're going to catch a financial tip with our expert, Marcos Lira.
I'm Marcos Lira, a certified financial planner, and today I'm excited to talk about check cashing. Check cashing places can charge more than 1% to give you access to your cash. So for example, if your paycheck is $1,000, you can pay as much, if not more than $10. There are several better options for you to get paid and keep most, if not all, of your hard-earned money and avoid incomprehensible fees. One of the ways is my favorite, a direct deposit. By providing your employer your banking account information, they are able to quickly deposit your paycheck, helping you avoid hold times, check cashing fees, and providing you easy access to your cash. Another option is direct deposit in a reloadable prepaid card. American Express has a great option called Serve, which I would advise you look into. What's next? Visit your bank and ask about opening an account with direct deposit. And remember, some banks let you open an account without a social security number. Just ask how. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please ask me via Twitter at MHLira. And remember, invest in today to enjoy your dividends tomorrow.
We are here with Claudia Lopez, owner of the Tamale Factory. Claudia, thank you for joining us on Latino Focus. So tell me, how did you get started with the Tamale Factory?
Well, the Tamale Factory has been established for about 20 years now. It was originally my sister's who started, and she worked on it for about a year and a half, and then I took over, and I have been working here for 19 years.
Oh, great. So for those who don't know, tell me, what is a tamal?
A tamale is a very authentic dish from Mexico, and it varies depending on the region of Mexico. From the north part of Mexico, so our tamales are considered norteño style. We use New Mexico peppers, and they're cornmeal wrapped in a corn husk filled with the traditional, which is pork or chicken or jalapeno and cheese.
Sounds delicious. So how do you make a tamal? What is the process?
It's a very long process. When you make tamales, you have to make a whole bunch. You cannot just make one and sit down and enjoy it. No, it will take you about 3 or 4 hours to make, depending on how much you make. But you want to do a big bunch. Normally, the process, if you're going to go back to your abuelitas and ask how to get started on tamales, they will tell you, okay, you have to chase the chicken, kill it, take off the feathers, cook it, and all that. But here, you can start with cooking the meat, preparing the meat, and then the masa, soaking the corn husk. They have to be completely soaked and wet in order for you to spread the masa and have a perfect tamale after it's cooked. Because every tamale has a secret. So if you don't soak the corn husk properly, when you cook your tamale, it won't come off the corn husk.
Oh, so now we know the secret.
See, now you know the secret, yeah.
And what are the flavors that usually go into a tamal?
We here at the Tamale Factory use the most traditional one. It's our best seller. We do the pork, we do the chicken, we do a jalapeno and cheese. We also do a sweet tamale, which has pineapple, raisin, cinnamon, and sugar. We do a fresh tamale, fresh ground corn tamale. It's original from the central part of Mexico, from the state of Michoacan and Jalisco. Those are very popular in that area, and we do that kind of tamale here.
So where can I come find the Tamale Factory?
We are located in East San Jose, and we recently opened a second location in South San Jose by Monterey Road. But at this location, we have been here for 19 years. We're open every day of the year, including Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Normally those days, we are open until shorter hours. We're close at 7 p.m. instead of closing at 10. But we are open every day of the year, and we take phone orders. You can request information on the internet. You can find us on the web. We have a website. We also do tamale deliveries with different apps that you can get on the smartphones now. So we're pretty much, if you're not come to us, we can go to you.
Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to get a tamal from the Tamale Factory.
It is.
Claudia, thank you very much for joining us on Latino Focus today.
Thank you.
And now it's time for our art segment with Aztec music and dance group Tezcatlipoca.
My family is originally from Durango, Mexico. And in the area of Durango, the people, they speak the Nahuatl dialect, which is the language of the Aztecs. And as a young man, my father mentioned to me that when he was young, he did some native dancing, but he joined the military and he stopped. When I saw Aztec dancers in San Jose back in 1984, I was very excited to get closer to it and to learn about it. And my father encouraged me to do so. So I started dancing, in San Francisco, actually. That's where the dance class was. And I learned from two wonderful teachers, a woman and a man, two separate styles, Macuil Xochitl and Gerardo Salinas, two different schools of learning. And I eventually brought Aztec Dance to San Jose in 1988. And I wanted to make a group that had men, women, children, old people, like family, all well-rounded, well-balanced. What inspires me to create choreographed pieces and to continue teaching Aztec dance, the dances that I learned, is when I see the youth here in San Jose, I see that a lot of youth, they get involved in sports, they get involved in music, playing instruments, singing, different activities. But when they come around Aztec dance, like myself, some of them, it really resonates with them because they may be from a similar background. Indigenous background from Mexico. So for those kids who come around again and again and they express that they're interested in drumming or dancing, that for me really encourages me. Like any teacher, I feel very motivated when I have people come in and they want to learn. The name of our group is Tezcatlipoca, and Tezcatlipoca literally means your dream world. Your dream world and how it affects you in a positive way. Tezcatl means mirror, Tli means your, and Popocat means smoke. So it means your smoky mirror or your subconscious mind, your dream world. Have you ever had a dream and you woke up feeling motivated to do something, really inspiring? For us, the name Tezcatlipoca means that and a lot more. What's most important for the majority of my students or the participants in our class is, number one, they're having a cultural experience that connects them to their ancestors. They see Aztec dance as a way, regardless of what area of Mexico they may be from, they see it as a way of grounding them, connecting them to the past, to our ancestors. So it's a cultural reason. Secondly, I would say it's probably an artistic reason as well. We all have a need to drum, or we're all attracted to drums, universally that is. And my students also, right away, they want to learn drumming. So they want to get their hands on the mahuapaltin or the drumsticks, and they want to experience drumming. And third, they love dancing and getting very sweaty and exercising, and because it's a wonderful way to keep your body down to 14% body fat.
I heard about Tezcatlipoca because I went here to high school, to San Jose High. I came here and then I was looking for something to do for fun and extracurricular and volunteer opportunity for my hours at San Jose High. And so I searched it up on the internet, I found it, and it was here, luckily. It was super close to my house, and I decided to come one day with a couple of friends, and I liked it, I enjoyed it. My other friends didn't stick around, unfortunately, none of them, but I did, and I like it. And, the reason I stayed with the group for this long was because it's a great community of people. There's great energy in between us. I consider them friends. I can talk to them whenever I have an issue. It's just a great community, and we just get along very well. I also think about my grandfather because he used to do this when he was young, and he's no longer with us. So I think about him when I do the dancing, and I think of his energy and his strength that he used to have, and I like to think that I have that strength when I dance.
The biggest obstacle, or rather, as I like to look at it, the biggest challenge for myself and all teachers of Aztec dance is to constantly, continually reach out to the community, take dancing out there to street festivals, to family gatherings, celebrations. It's true, we could practice, and we do practice on a weekly basis inside. And we also go to other Aztec ceremonies, but the majority of people that eventually become dancers, it's because they saw a performance at the park, or they saw a performance downtown at a festival. It could be an art festival, it could be a school performance at a little elementary school. So we're constantly looking for new venues, new celebrations, so we can volunteer, bring dance out there, and then following up when people ask us about our group, following up with them and letting them know that they're welcome, it's free, they can come and learn. If you're interested in coming to our class, I would say Come to our class on Thursday evenings at the Roosevelt Community Center. We offer all levels of learning. Some people come with dance experience, some people have no experience at all. Don't let that hesitate you. Just come, and we have beginning, intermediate, and advanced classes. And we usually assign someone to work with new people to show them their very first dance steps, their very first drum beats. All you gotta do is just dress comfortably. Make sure you drink a lot of water before you come to the class, and be ready for a wonderful workout and a cultural experience unlike anything you've ever had before.
Thank you to our audience for supporting Latino Focus. That is all in our show today. And remember that in each community there is beauty and strength. Gracias y hasta pronto.